Hey guys, here's the third tank of Gargoyle Geckos. Just finished digging through and trying to find some eggs. We only found 2 eggs in this enclosure. There is 2 females, 1 male and 2 females. So the second female just probably hasn't dropped her eggs yet, which is fine. I could either wait a week or 2 and try to dig through this enclosure again to find them, but what I'm probably going to end up doing is wait another 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks, and then I'll dig out this enclosure, and at that point I should find 6 eggs. 2 clutches from the female that did not drop before I dug this time, and another clutch from the female that did drop this time. So no big deal. This enclosure does have a red and white LED instead of a UVB light. I try to give all my Gargoyle Geckos UVB whenever possible, but the fixture on here blew. Instead of getting a new one right away, I just threw on this LED real quick, which is fine. These guys are nocturnal animals. They don't have UVB requirements, but since I breed them, I really like to give them UVB, just to help with the calcium process from them laying eggs. UVB can be beneficial but not necessary, but I try to offer it whenever I can. So this is the third tank of gargoyles in this little mini series. So let's go ahead and show you guys some of the gargoyles. This is the male in the group. Of course, all these guys are fired down. He usually fires up to a deep maroon, purplish color. He is a pretty friendly fellow. See why they call them Gargoyle Geckos, with those protrusions on top of their head, little lumps that looks like little horns. But I'm surprised he seems to be the calmest of the bunch, which is usually not the case. Next up, we have a nice little orange striped female. So she gets a pinky base color when she's fired up with those bright orange stripes. If I had to guess, she was probably the one that didn't lay her eggs yet. And then here is the third female. She actually fires up a really dark maroon with almost pumpkin orange stripes. But sadly, I don't pick when they fire up and fire down. I do take pictures of them whenever I see them fired up. So if you follow my Facebook, my Instagram, you can see exactly what they look like fired up. They're absolutely gorgeous. But for egg day, this group was completely fired down. The other 2 groups were partially fired down. But comes with the territory of New Caledonian geckos. But once again, we ripped everything out. We dug for eggs. We cleaned everything we could. We washed some glass, washed the glass doors, and then put everything back together. And I'll probably end up feeding these guys tomorrow. Once again, I feed these guys every 3 to 4 days for adults. I only feed the adults MRP, Pangea, just to kind of help with them not being so obese. If you give them Pangea and too many insects, they just become way too obese. And then if you have an obese male, you're not really producing babies. All the babies, though, I do offer additional protein to, whether it's crickets or dubia roaches. That really helps with the growth and their development. But yep, I've been breeding gargoyles for about 8 years now. It's definitely been a very fun project. I absolutely love them. I hope the market picks back up on these. Like any market, it goes up and down. The supply outweighs the demand, and sometimes the demand catches back up. But they're absolutely incredible geckos. I highly recommend them to anyone. Before these, I bred crested geckos, and as soon as I got Gargoyle Geckos, started breeding them, I got rid of all my crested geckos. These guys are really, in my opinion, the superior gecko. A lot more bigger, a lot more robust. They're way more laid back. Their colors are just absolutely phenomenal. So I recommend gargoyles over cresteds any day. I'm sure there's people out there who would strongly disagree, but I disagree with them, so. And then pretty soon, probably within the next week or two, I'm gonna go through, this used to be another Gargoyle Gecko tank. So I used to breed retics in this tank, and last year I decided to sell out of the project. So this tank has been sitting here empty. I mean, it's still full of the decorations, but there's been no inhabitants for a while, so I'm gonna start tearing through some of these tanks and getting them cleaned up and replanted and ready for new projects. I should have probably, as soon as they were empty, I probably should have cleaned them out, but of course, you know, leave them sit for a while until I need them again, and then I clean them out, which is not really the strategy I should be doing, but it all works out in the end. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about these geckos, just like, subscribe, leave a comment. Anything helps with the algorithm. I always appreciate it. Take care. Bye.